So let's talk about something kind of wild. Can you actually use a math formula to predict the beautiful, chaotic, and, let's be honest, totally unpredictable world of the NFL? Well, someone is giving it a serious shot. They're using a set of pretty powerful algorithms to make picks, not just for the whole season, but week by week. All right, let's dive in and see what this is all about.
And right off the bat, the results are, well, they're pretty stunning. Over the first 2 weeks of the season, this system has nailed 24 out of 32 games. That's a 75% success rate, which, of course, brings up the big question, how? What in the world is the secret sauce here?
So this whole system was put together by Michael Tofte Jr. Now, he's been using these algorithms for years to make some really successful season-long predictions, even getting Super Bowls right. But this is the first time he's putting them to the test in the high-stakes, week-to-week grind of the regular season. And to really get it, you have to understand the super strict rules he's set for this whole experiment.
And this is where you really see the confidence behind the whole setup. Get this, almost all the predictions for the entire season are locked in before a single game is even played. And with only just one change allowed in the first month, this system isn't reacting to last week's headlines. Nope, it's built to trust its data right from the jump.
Okay, this is where the system gets really, really clever, because success isn't just about having a winning record. I mean, think about it. Anyone can get more than half their picks right just by picking the favorite every time. This system, it holds itself to a much higher and frankly more practical standard.
It all comes down to a concept called gambler's math. The idea is actually pretty simple. If you were to bet the same amount of money on every single game, how many would you need to get right to actually make a profit? It's just a super efficient way to cut through all the noise and measure true predictive power.
And look, the creator himself explains the logic perfectly. This isn't about telling people to go bet on games. Not at all. It's about borrowing the ruthless efficiency of that mathematical framework. It's a system designed to find a real, profitable edge, which makes it an absolutely fantastic benchmark for an analytical model like this.
So it all boils down to a really clear pass-or-fail test every single week. Out of 16 games, the system needs to correctly predict at least 9 and ideally 10 to be considered a successful week. It's a simple, high bar that tells you right away if the model is actually performing the way it's supposed to.
All right, so we've got the rules, we know the goal. Let's get to the main event, the predictions for week 3. Now, what's really interesting this week is that all 3 of the system's core algorithms, we're talking A, B1, and B2, they were all in complete agreement on every single one of these games.
So here they are, the system's 14 picks for the week. You'll see some that you'd probably expect, right? Like the 49ers over the Cardinals. But the data also makes some other interesting calls, like the Chargers just getting by the Broncos. It's a really fascinating mix of the clear favorites and some mathematically backed underdogs.
But the model doesn't just pick a winner. It also signals how confident it is. For instance, it's not just predicting wins for the Colts, Bills, and Packers. It's forecasting dominant, totally lopsided victories in those matchups. It's calling for a rout.
And here it is. Remember that one single change allowed in the first 4 weeks? This is it. The system has officially flipped its original prediction. It used to have the Bears winning, now it says the Cowboys are going to take it. That is the only adjustment that has been made to the preseason data so far.
Now, this might be the most intelligent part of any predictive system. It's not just about what it gets right, but what it knows it can't know. The algorithm isn't forced to make a pick for every single game. And this week, there are 2 matchups it's deliberately staying away from.
And the reasons why are purely data-driven. For the Bengals-Vikings game, you've got both starting quarterbacks out with injuries. There's just not enough reliable data on the backup players to make a confident call. Then for the Commanders-Raiders, not only are there key injuries, but the core algorithms are actually disagreeing with each other. Algorithm A says one thing, B2 says the complete opposite. When the data's that messy or contradictory, the smartest move is to just stay away.
So, what does this all really tell us? We've got this rigid, data-first system with a proven track record, and it's clashing head-on with the unpredictable, human chaos of game day. It's really the ultimate test of numbers against narrative.
So if we boil it all down, what have we learned? First, that a really structured system can actually find a real signal in all the noise of professional football. Second, that how you define success is absolutely critical. Using a tough benchmark like gambler's math forces real accountability. And maybe the most important lesson of all, a truly smart model is defined by the predictions it doesn't make, knowing when the data is just too uncertain to trust.
Which, of course, leaves us with that one big question. We have the data, we have the system, we have the picks.
But at the end of the day, these games are played by people. Can any formula, no matter how sophisticated it is, truly capture the heart, the fumbles, and the last-second heroics that make us all tune in the first place? I guess we'll have to wait for the final whistle to find out.